What's up, guys? It's Red Wolf. I just bought a huge collection of 45 RPM vinyl. And we have a lot to go through here. And this is only half of it. I have a binder full of them. And we have a whole nother basket full of them. Listen to that. Put this on r/vinyl gore. Anyway, so yes, a lot of them are in poor condition, but I got them all for 20 bucks. And there's some pretty good stuff in here. And of course, you can't get a flea market vinyl haul without finding some Barry Manilow. Anyway, but yeah, it's a kind of a mix of all kinds of stuff, really. I've seen some country, I've seen some rock, I've seen some jazz, I've seen some stuff I don't even know what it is. Here, right off the bat, we got Charlie Pride right here. Pretty good right there. This is Radio, Rock On, and You Can't Change That. Never heard of Radio, but this is going to be one that's going to be interesting to listen to. I have nowhere to put these right now, so I'm going to stack them carefully on my bed, which is right there. That Old Song, Ray Parker Jr. and Radio. So I'm going to set that next to that one. But yeah, we have a lot, including The Christmas Tale of Alfie the Elf. That one might be going on the wall, guys. So we will put that over there with the Neil Diamond 45 RPMs that I have. So I just have a ton of stuff. So we're going to just go through, we have a lot. This is going to be kind of a long video. I'm going to just show, briefly what I have here. A lot of them are loose. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to make piles here. One pile, I'm putting the radio ones aside because those are the ones that seem the most interesting to me. I'm going to have one pile of loose. I'm going to have one pile of ones with the actual sleeves on them. Good Lord, the dust from these things. Robert John, George McRae. That's in Spanish. The Dirt Band, Merle Haggard. That's a good one. I know that's going to be good. Here's some jazzy stuff. Rose Chapel Quartet with Joan and Sharon. That's going to be interesting. Donna Summer. Wait on, I'll get into Donna Summer. This is Tom Jones. We have Tom Jones, Smokey Robinson, and Ronnie McDowell. So I'm going to be listening to all of these, by the way, at some point. I'm going to be going through all of these and listening to every single one of them. And if I like them, I'm going to log them into my Discogs. Bill Blake, this has a sleeve on it. And then we're going to, of course, go through. Jesus, look at this. This is just not even half of them. Carpenters, more Carpenters, Frank Sinatra, Quincy Jones, featuring James Ingram, Crystal Gale, Don Williams, Felix Cavalier, more Radio, Frank Sinatra, right? No? Same label as Frank Sinatra. Usually when I see a Columbia record label like that, I'm like, oh no, this is going to be fucking awful. But I've actually had a couple. Gene Cotton, Climax Blues Band. And for those of y'all getting on to me for kind of being rough with these, what haven't these already gone through? Carpenters, whatever that is. Andy Gibb. Oh, that's I'm gonna set that aside. I have to think about that. I think I know who that is. Walter Egan, Ed Bruce, Freeway. I'm setting that aside. Can't wait to listen to that one. I know Freeway. Commodores, Michael Johnson, the Bellamy Brothers, England Dan. Oh, funny story about these guys. England Dan and John Ford Cooley. I was with one of my uncles, and I had a Steely Dan t-shirt on. Yes, I got the Steely Dan t-shirt. And he thought this was Steely Dan. I don't know why, but I've never heard of these guys, so I'm going to set that aside. I'm going to listen to that. Okay, Don Williams, Bay City Rollers, Ambrosia, Johnny Lee, Ronnie Mislap, Dr. Hook, Robbie Dupree. I'm going to move my phone so you can see him a little bit better. Player. No idea. Lobo. Jennifer Warnes. Barry Manilow. There we go. Greg Grudery. Randy Van Warmer. Kathy Mattea. Spinners. Con Hunley. Boston Fancy. Orchestra music. It's cool. It's always funny. A book. I have a couple of these. More Smokey Robinson. Mills Brothers. Barbie's Camping Adventure. That's going on the wall for sure. Guy Mitchell. Here's one of the Coca-Cola ones. Extended play. Let me set that aside. Those are interesting to listen to. Kathy Mattea. There's a lot. Okay, I've noticed something. That there is a lot of Kathy Mattea and what's his name? Like Richard Marx. Firefall. Let's go. We got more Firefall. Love those guys. Paul Davis. And more Ambrosia. Nicolette Larson. You know, I've heard some of these people, but I don't know really those people. Also, I'm gonna do a part 1 and part 2 on this. DJ Souther. I'm gonna do this stack in the book, and then I'm gonna do this one in the next one. Andrew Gold. 1 in a Million. Larry Graham. Midnight Love. Chris Reedy. Somebody's Not Gonna. Terry Gibbs. Poco. The Manhattans. Bobby Caldwell. Heard of them. Him. Everybody Got Aura by Rufus featuring Kaka Khan. Jesus Christ, who makes up those names? Never heard of that. Rupert Holmes. The McCarters. This has a sleeve with it. Marty Robbins, Lover Lover. Like a Hurricane. Here we go. Kathy Mattea. This is a thing. Kathy Mattea. And here we go with the Richard Marx. Rex Smith. We're going to get to Richard Marx. Barbara Streisand. I know that. I know her. This is a Misk all-time hits. Mitch Miller. That's Hansel and Gretel. That's going on the wall. I don't care about books. Kathy Mattea. More Kathy Mattea. Seals and Crofts. That's going over there. Sweet Sensation. Sincerely Yours. With the Spanish version. Okay. Sincerely Yours. Same thing. Exact same one. What do you know? Here we go. Richard Marx. Richard Marx. Have Mercy, Have Mercy. Richard Marx. Have Mercy. Richard Marx. Lonely Heart. Kathy Mattea. Kathy Mattea. Kathy Mattea. Eddie Rabbit. Richard Marx. Have Mercy. Richard Marx. Christopher Columbus. By the Harmonic Cats. That's going to be interesting. Here's some loose sleeves, which will come in handy. I'll make a separate pile for those. Oh my gosh. 10 minutes of this. Wow. Fred Waring. Laurie London, Lindsey Buckingham. Oh, yes. Lindsey Buckingham. I believe it's from Fleetwood Mac. All right, all the Richard Marx, Karl Marx's brother, whoever, communists. Now this is a big old fat book here. And this has a lot of stuff, starting off with, it's not worth it. Peggy Scott and JoJo Benson. This was, I guess, important enough to someone to have a cover on it. Oh, slap one on there. Here we go with a lot of Pat Boone, too. Pat Boone, so orchestral music. Pat Boone, Tutti Frutti. I saw that and I thought of Elvis because I know he has a song called Tutti Frutti. Pat Boone, a bunch of Pat Boone. My God. Perry Como. Perry Como. Perry Como. Perry Como. Perry Como. Perry Como. Perry the Platypus. Brenda Lee. Chet Atkins. Putting that aside there. Patty Page. Frankie Avalon. Paul Weston. Eddie Arnold. Okay. Parlor Piano, Joe Fingers Carr. Okay. The Poor People of Paris by Les Baxter, his chorus and orchestra. Okay. Mario Lanza. Renato Rossini. All right. Well, that's all that we are going to go through in this episode. If y'all enjoyed, leave a like on the video, and I'm going to start recording part 2.